Hi, Alex. I'm going to talk through our um, blocking from practice yesterday. I'll just go through the plays. I'll go left to right here. Here, run cap to the left. Sorry, cap to the right. So we should block back, double the backside backer, rip release inside, kick out first guy on or outside the tackle, which should be this 4 technique here. Okay, I want us blocking backside on veer and cap here to this guy, just in case this guy spikes really hard to get there. That's if he's on the line like he is here. If he's way out in space, we don't need to do that. But if he's anywhere close, I want to go get out to him. You guys should not really be in the play because the ball is being ran over here. You just kind of make sure to close these guys off, okay? So Lucas, I'd like you to go there. But we're too high. You need to get your helmet underneath him. Okay, LaFleur, you're up on the shoulder. Don't be on the shoulder. You need to be down on the hip to really get that guy over there. And this is why I want you going out to this guy, just in case this guy runs in hard, because the backer that you two are trying to work to is actually this guy. Okay, he's the next backer play side. So you should be going there. You should be going there. Okay, Taglin, I hope you see your side step that you're doing here. It should just be a step straight up and down or even a little bit back. But you sidestepping over here makes it harder for you to have a good double team for that guy to get over. So don't sidestep like that, okay? Because now you see this space with that sidestep that's created. If this guy wanted to slant here, it'd be really hard for us to get a good double team. Make sure you step straight out at this guy to get him, okay? And it'll help you stay and keep that guy closed off, right? Okay, Thome, we got to really try to rip by that guy as best we can. We're on him a little bit too long. Okay, to really try to rip by, but this is all on Wyatt here. If he hears 4-4-4 or 5-5-5, he needs to block that guy. He needs to be staring at him right away. We can't have this happen anymore. This is unacceptable. If you hear 4-4-4, go block the 4 technique. I don't care if you can't see him, go block him, because that's who we're trying to get. We cannot have this happen where you run by him right now. I don't care if he's stuck on here. You need to go put your helmet on the first thing that you see, because what's eventually going to happen is that. And if you're going after this guy and you kick him out, we're going to run the ball right there. This guy's not going to make the play. This guy's not going to make the play. This guy will. This is unacceptable. We can't have this on trap anymore. We can't have it on cap. We can't have it on veer. We cannot make this mistake anymore. This cannot happen anymore. Listen to the guy that's called. Look at him. Go block him. I don't care what he does. That's your guy. Go block him. Do your job. Okay, we're going to counter to the right here. We'll watch Wyatt as he gets through the hole. Okay, good job finding first open window. Skip pull, staying tight to the hole, find the first open window. Okay, their linebackers are not going to do this. This is a terrible look from our scout. That guy's going to be right in the hole. He's not going to be pass setting 20 yards when his key's giving a run block. This is not a good look. This guy's going to be right here. Okay, and you're going to have to go meet him in the hole. Lucas, you step down hard. Now make sure you really seal him off from the play. Make sure the only way he can go is that way. Okay, LaFleur, looking at you. Good job getting width and getting by this penetration. Good job doing that. And getting to your guy. Good job with that. Okay, here you are again doing your little side step, which opens up a big crease here. So it's harder for Rife to close the gap and get a tight double team. Make sure you're not stepping too much laterally. Just pick that foot up or put it down, or even step backwards a little bit. So it gives you a little space to really get after this guy. Okay, make sure you take him over and seal him off from the play, just like a wheel and seal. Make sure you seal him off. Okay. Rife, I realize I didn't talk about you last play. You got good movement, but you're too high. Make sure you're down here on the hip. You're too high on this. Okay, I do see your hands down on the hip, which is good. So that's not bad at all. And you get up to your linebacker, so it's a good job. Foam, you give up way too much penetration here. Okay. It's the same thing. It's this big step. Look at this big step you take. Take that one huge step up here. Now we're behind, and now we can't get a good block because look when you make contact. Okay, you're on 1 foot. Okay, this is going to kill us, man. You need to figure this out and work on taking 2 steps and making it second nature. Otherwise, this is going to kill us. Okay, we just give up way too much penetration here. And he almost makes the tackle. On Thursday, they're going to make that tackle. Okay, that's you have to wash him down the line of scrimmage. He cannot come upfield at all because you ruin this. You ruin the timing with the running back where he has to bounce out super wide. We cannot give up penetration. Okay, trap to the left. Okay, Paul, we could oversplit a little bit more here, but you take path of least resistance, which is good. That's what we need to do. Go block your guy. Once again, this is a terrible look. He's not going to be dropping 20 yards back. LaFleur, once again, you're up on the shoulder and you're getting 0 movement. We need to shove this guy over into your gap. Okay, we don't. That's not enough movement. Get your shoulder down into his hip. Make that guy move before you get up to the next level. Okay, tags, those steps are better. But now when you take those 2 steps, I want them up into this guy and rolling your hips through. Okay, but you're ready to take on that block. Now start moving your feet. You got to start driving your feet after you take those 2 steps. Take those 2 steps, roll your hips into them, and then keep chugging along. Okay, Rife, good job there. Okay, you get down on the hip and you're able to move them. Very nice. Okay, Raymond, I want you to step with this foot first instead of crossing your legs over. Because if this guy's into you right now, you're going to get knocked right over into the backfield. Okay. Wyatt, good job stepping down, looking for this guy to come here. And then you look backside. No, go block him. Go get him. Don't just stick a hand out. Go block him. Okay, we got sweep. So we got a kick out block. H's, you got to make sure you tell him that you're coming so he doesn't think he has to go out there. There should be a chip, a scoop, a chip, a scoop, working up to in here, working up to back, and you're rip releasing inside, making sure he doesn't cross your face. Okay, Paul, you step out right at him. That's not your job. Okay, remember, if your backside is sweep, you can leave this 4 technique alone because he's not going to make the tackle. You can rip release and go block, go cut off this linebacker, go run this direction and go try to cut him off. Okay, so you should not be blocking here. Okay, LaFleur, we're too high. I want to see you down on the armpit, not above his chest. This way too high. Taking good steps. When you feel him get take it over, then you're working up to the next linebacker. Once again, this is a terrible look. I mean, this is a run read and he's dropping back into pass coverage. Not a good look for us. Rife, make sure you step with this foot first, then that foot second, and then get on your train tracks and go. Okay, and run him on that angle. Keep running your feet. And if he pins himself, then yep, you can pin him inside and keep him there. Okay, Raymond, good job getting out here. And then when you see the H goes out there, then you can go up and start looking for work. which you do. Okay, go get someone now. Once you get past the second level, you can start running. We only need a gator walk when we are at the first and second level. But when we get past that, we can run and go find somebody. Okay, counter. So Cook screwed this up where the H should have been here, so he's pulling up and through, but it still worked for us where he was able to get there even though he's on the play side. So we're running counter to the left, so we should have a base block. We should have a double team to backside backer, pull, kick out. Sorry, we're not going to kick out him. Kick out the 7 out here, wheel and seal. Okay, Lucas, watching you. It looks like you step with your outside foot first. It should be your inside foot first in case this guy slants inside. You do adjust well here. Okay, but we're still a little too high. I'd like to see your head down on the chest, but you're running your feet like you're supposed to, taking them where he wants to go. Okay, Lafleur, make sure you get more down on the hip. I would still like to see a gallop to him instead of turning so much. I'd like to see a gallop, because on your second step, you're facing this way. I'd like to see a gallop down so you stay a little bit more square. Raymond, really try to cut this guy off here. Okay, same thing. You're kind of sidestepping here. Try to just pick it up and put it down, or step at this guy. Try not to step laterally, but then when you get here, try to extend this arm out and try to cut this guy off from the play. Okay, so I'm watching you. You step down hard, good. Now we can't miss him like that though. We can't be leaning in so hard and miss him because he's going to go make the play. He could have made the play there if he knew where the ball was. Okay, he could have been right there and made the tackle. Okay, here this play, I don't know exactly what it is. Yeah, I don't know what this play is. I think it's supposed to be veer to the right. I think we're supposed to be doing this. You two there, you guys are going there, you're going there, you're going there. I think it should be veer to the right. I think that's what we're doing. But we get screwed up here. So you should be going out because he's on. I'd consider that on. So you guys are blocking out, making sure they can't get into the play. Double team to backside backer, double team to backside backer. That's what it should be. Okay. Well, unless, sorry, we should, my fault. If we're reading this guy, then it'll be there and then he blocks out. Okay, if he says 444 555, which that should be the case here. So it should be Thome ripping up, I assume, and then us blocking out there, reading the 4. I think that's what it should be. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. That's why there's a question mark for the offensive play. Well, there we go. All right, power. Okay, we should have kick out, base block, push, base to backside, pull, play side, inside backer, wheel and seal. Okay, watching Paul here. You step inside. You could step inside a little bit harder. Okay, and Paul, don't step back here. Make sure you seal him off, and the only way he can go is that way. We don't want to give him an option to go that way back into the play, which is exactly what we do, and he almost makes the play. We have to cut him off from the play side. Guys, I sound like a broken record. We're making the same mistakes. Okay, Lafleur, this is an excellent job. You skip pull, okay, you get to the gap, and you go get after your guy. Okay, and that's really good. We go inside to out. Could be a little bit lower into the hole because this guy might be going there, and you got to be ready to take him on. Okay, Tiggs, once again, you're sidestepping. I'd like to see you get into this guy and lift them up. Okay, but we do get great movement because Rife gets a great double team here, which is excellent. Okay, you put him right into the linebacker's lap. That's exactly what we want to do to try to go make the play. Rife, as I said, that's an excellent kick out block. LaFleur, I hope you watch Rife here. He gets his shoulder down on the hip and look how much movement he gets. That's what we need to see out of you. Okay, Raymond, you take a big step backwards. You don't need to take a step back, but I do like how you're running your feet through contact. That's a really good job. I do see his helmet pop back here. Boom, just like that. So I know you're bringing some power, but you're too high. I want you down on the chest. Okay, but you are running your feet nicely, which is good. And you keep a wide base, but we need to keep running our feet through that. Okay, Wyatt, watching you. Good job coming inside out here, attacking that inside shoulder and blocking him out. Wyatt, that's a good job. Okay, we run power again here. Track back, okay, left to right, should be kicking out. Base block, push block, base block. You guys working there. Skip pull up and through the hole, wheel and seal. Okay. So Wyatt, watching you. That's a great kick out block, Wyatt. Very nice. Okay, Paul, that's great steps there. Okay, inside, outside, then you're working up on this guy. Now keep moving your feet. Okay, and we can't grab onto him. This is going to be a holding penalty, and this is going to be a negative 10-yard play for us. You got to move your feet. You got to shorten your steps. Your steps are way too long. Okay, so you can't adjust well. Also would like to see you throw your hips and be lower. Okay, once again, I sound like a broken record. We need to be lower. Okay, sound like a broken record. LaFleur, you need to be down on the hip. Use your shoulder because you do move them a little bit, but we can move them a whole heck of a lot more if you're down on the hip because now this guy's getting back over the top. Once again, that's going to be 2 holding penalties on one play. So this is going to be negative 10 yards because we're going to have 2 flags on this play. We got to make sure we're moving our feet when we block. That's how we eliminate holding penalties, is that we're moving our feet. Okay. Once again, you are taking your 2 steps, but I want to see your steps going at him, rolling your hips underneath, lifting this guy up so we get a really good push block. Remember, you're the T, he's the ball, here comes the driver, but you need to get underneath him and lift him up first. Okay, Rife, this is a good job skip pulling, staying tight, and this is why we stay tight, is so when this guy shows up in the hole, we're ready for it and we can kick him out and we're going to run the ball right inside him. That's what we want to do. Okay, Raymond, good job attacking that inside shoulder. Now we can't let him fight back over the top. We got to make sure the only way he can go is that way. Okay, once again, we're running power to the left. We got a kick out, base, push, base, pull, wheel and seal. Okay, Wyatt, good. Oh, Wyatt, make sure you stay on the inside, and the only way you can go is that way, buddy. Okay, we can't have him fold back into the play. We have to kick him out. Okay, Raymond, get your hand inside. You're too high. We need to roll our hips into him. I do like how you're running your feet through the through contact, though. That's very nice. How you're running your feet. I'd say that's a strong point for you right there. Okay, Taglin, looking at you. Taglin, this is awesome, man. LaFleur, Rife, watch this. Okay, he gallops down. He does false step. He steps with this foot first. I'd like to see him get going right away. He's a little late because of that false step, but he's down on the hip. He punches it and he gets that over. But this is where this play falls apart. Remember, you 2 are comboing to him. So if this guy takes this gap here, Thome, that's got to be you. Thome, you got to be getting off right now and blocking this guy. We can't get so mired into the block because he's going to make the tackle. Once again, I've said this enough. Okay, 4 eyes or 4 hands on the down lineman, 4 eyes on the linebacker. Because he just made the tackle. Paul, you can help out with this. You can help out with this as well. When you step down, your eyes need to go to B gap first. If you see this linebacker trigger here, you need to get in front of him. Okay. You can't just get your eyes right here to this guy right away. Okay, so this should be center and our backside tackle blocking this guy when he goes through that B gap. Okay. Here we need to make sure, Burke, that we stay tight to the wall here. Notice how you're already getting out. You need to stay tight to this wall. You should be skip pulling instead of open pulling. You're open pulling here. You need to skip pull, stay square. Once again, this is a terrible look. This is not what they're going to do. They're going to fire right through, and we got to be ready to get that. Okay, we're running power. You're not kicking out. You're going to the kick out guy right now, Burke. Remember, on power, you skip pull up and through the hole. Go back and watch my power video. Go back and watch my skip pull video that I have on Huddle. Okay, here we're on trap, rip release inside. We should say 4-4-4, 5-5-5, whatever you say. Push, base, kick out, wheel and seal. Okay, I know we don't run it here, but we can still watch the blocking scheme. Okay, Raymond, you need to be lower as you rip through. Tags, you take that false step again, but I do like how you gallop. I like to see you more down on the hip. Thumb, you're taking your big first step. At least it's forward. At least you're underneath the guy. Okay, Burke, you're too wide. Remember, see this space right here? That's right where you should be, getting on that inside shoulder. We were too wide. Sound like a broken record. Okay, Paul, we could step down harder. Make sure you check B gap first and really seal this guy off so the one way he can go is that way. Okay, here we're running sweep. Kick out, chip, scoop, chip, scoop, rip release to backer. Okay. Raymond, good job rip releasing the backer here. That's very nice. Getting up to him. Okay, takes. That's a great first step. I love your step. Bucket step, second step, getting your head across, sweeping him off the block. This is great. You're stacking on top of them. These are two great double teams right here. I hope everyone sees this. Okay. They're stacked. They're stacked. Their hips are together. They're nice and tight. Okay. There's no space in between them. That's how that should look. Okay. We get him taken over. Okay. Burke, your first step, that's a down block step. You remember your first step should be bucket, second step to the crotch, trying to take him over. Paul, you should be bucket stepping, second step to the crotch, getting on your 45-degree angle. Okay. We should all be going 45 here because that's where the A-back's going. We should all be 45 here. Okay, but Paul, you do get off on this linebacker here like you're supposed to, but we're just a little too late to it. Okay. I'd like you to get off sooner. Right there, when you feel him pushing you off the block, you should be getting off this right now, just like Phil is. Okay. You're just a little too late, so we don't get this guy blocked and walled off. See this? We have a touchdown here. But we got to make sure as soon as we feel this guy taking over the block, we get off. Okay, that should be a touchdown. We'll watch 150s here and then we'll be good. Okay, fan. This could be a fan here. One-on-one. Okay, film, you take one giant step back here. You see how you're not square really because you got that one step back. I'd like to see you nice and square. Okay, takes. I talked to you about retreating. You fixed it on the very next play, which is great. Okay, Raymond, remember only show your outside hand. That way he can't knock both of them down. See, now everyone watch how Tags goes watch Taglin and see how he goes and finds work when he has no one to block. So Paul, you can do the same thing. If you have no one to block here, okay, you can go and help out with Burke with this battle right there, which I guess you end up doing. But watch how Taglin comes to try to help out and clean guys up. Okay, I'll stop the video right there. I'll see you guys at practice soon.